Okay, good morning, Year 10. I thought it'd be worthwhile if I did a few video based lessons for you so that you get a bit more of an understanding. You hear your teacher speak to you in terms of what you've been asked to do. R081 is what we're working on at the minute, and throughout R081, what you should be doing is working towards improving your knowledge ready for exam. So the projects and the different learning objectives we're following all go towards your knowledge for your exam. Your exam is going to be January 2021, so it's not actually that far away. Once we finally get back into school, if we get back this academic year, we'll have a little while, and then we'll have a few months before Christmas, and then it'll be exam. So you need to take this opportunity now, really, to familiarise yourself with some of the key topics that may come up in the exam. As well as that, all of the work we've been working on for L01 and L02 and now L03 will appear in all three of your assignments as well. So it's invaluable that you're taking on board what you're researching, what you're putting down in your PowerPoints. So the first starter exercise for today is to discuss reasons for creating a mood board at the start of a brand new project. So on your first slide of your new PowerPoint, which you're going to have on R081, L03, you're going to get your name on the first slide, and then the second slide in will be your starter activity. You need to discuss the reasons for creating that mood board at the start of a new project, and the list of things you may include needs to have a range of projects where it can be used, so where a mood board can be used, and the purpose of creating a mood board and the purpose of using a mood board. Okay, so moving on, once you've done that first slide, for your second slide of work today, I now want you to discuss the content and the layout of a mood board. As a reminder of what can be included, you need to consider that the relevance of any content to the project. So what project have you been asked to do? Is the content relevant to it, or will it be relevant to it? Should it be relevant to it? Should everything you put on the mood board be relevant to the project you've been asked to do? Discuss that. Also, I want you to discuss the layout of the content. Should you create mood boards that are really random? Should they be structured? What type of layout are you going to put into the mood board? Are you going to group pictures together? Are you going to group text fonts together? That's the type of thing I want you to be discussing on this slide. So some key points then. Right, so when you create a mood board will typically include a wide range of image-based content. So there'll be lots and lots of images, and it'll be a wide range depending on what you're looking at. So if you go back to our assignment we did where we were doing a business within our local environment for a magazine article, you may get pictures of trees, you may get pictures of grassed areas, you may get pictures of waterfalls, you may get pictures of the puzzle woods, etc, etc, etc. So there's a wide variety of image-based content on a mood board. Really, there's no set structure to a mood board. Content can be placed randomly. That choice is yours. It all depends how you want to present your work in a way, really. Whether you think it's worthwhile that you place certain pictures together, that choice is yours. Content doesn't have to be copyright free. The use of a mood board is to show similar products and ideas, which can help generate different ideas again. So you don't have to have copyright free images. Obviously, if you use images within your assignments, whether it's in your mood board or in any other document you create, then you need to be referencing where you've got that from. It needs to go onto your assets table. Content should have some relevance or connection to your own project, your brief or your scenario. So what you've been asked to do, there needs to be some reference. Assets can be placed on a mood board digitally, or you can do a hand-drawn mood board. There are two types of mood boards that you could do. Obviously, for our course, if you do hand-drawn mood boards, then they need to be scanned or a photo taken of them so we can have them digitally as well, so that when it's time to hand your work in to the exam board, we can send it over digitally. Mood boards really should have an annotation on them as well, with some notes and some comments. That then just helps, in our case, the exam board see why you've put the images where you've put them. And as well as that, if it was real life for business, then it would help the person that's asked you to create the product. So they get a bit better of understanding if they're looking at the mood board and you're not there. And that mood board should be used throughout the planning of any project you do. So next task, I want you to create another digital mood board, really. So I want you to begin. You're just going to search for lots of different content to put on your mood board. It's going to be for one of the following projects: either school sports or activities, health eating, comics and their characters, or an alternative of... No, ignore the alternative. So one of those three. So a school sports activity, health eating, comics and characters. The content you're going to get, create the mood board, take a screenshot or a snip of that mood board, put it onto your PowerPoint. Remember, all of the content you're getting, make sure you save it into a folder, and get an assets table as well, and create an assets table just to say where you're getting those images from. It's good practice for when you need to do it in assignments. Key point with your mood board: make sure that when you've completed the mood board, make sure you save it, and make sure you save it with a suitable name and in a suitable file format as well. So you can always, if you do it, say, on Microsoft Word, you can save it as the Word file. Then you can also resave it again as a PDF, which is easier to email and things like that. And make sure when you give it a suitable file name, that the file name links in to the actual mood board that you've done. So sports activities mood board would be an appropriate file name. Okay, so for your next task and your next page of your PowerPoint, what I want you to do is create another mood board. Funny that. And again, it's following themes: sports, gaming, entertainment, or media careers. So I want you to follow the exact same protocol that you just have followed, and go through creating the mood board, go through, make sure you save it appropriately, make sure you save all the images you're using, make sure you create an assets table saying where you've got those images from, snip everything, get it onto your PowerPoint, just so there's evidence for myself and Mr. Wells to mark. Okay, thank you. So all of the tasks for today should be done. What you need to do now is make sure you save that document in an appropriate place so you can get a hold of it. You don't have to submit it yet because this is the first lesson of a few. So it's the same process as L01, L02, where you're gonna now keep adding to this lesson after lesson, and then onto Microsoft Teams to submit it when it's time to submit it. Okay, so I'll look to do another video for the next lesson as well, and the next lesson, and I'll try to do this all for the remainder of L03 and L04 now, just so that everything's a bit more clear on what we need to do. Okay, any questions, again, just email me, martin.warren@thedeanacademy.org. Some of you are already emailing, which is really good. Okay, stay safe, see you soon.